So guys, now we'll try to get into more details about the section which is available on the right hand side. So we'll get into the section of the area or the task pane that is available for use into the pivot tables. So pivot tables fields are associated with the task pane that is available on the right hand side. Now this task pane has two parts. First is the, let me just open it here. So the first part is where you search for the fields. Yes. And that is called the field area. And the second is the pivot area, where you have to drag the fields to create the pivot table. And lastly, you have this small checkbox, which help you to defer the layout update, or if you want to update the layout. So if I click here, it will help me to update the data. Yeah, currently I have not used anything, so it is not. So if I click on update, it will help me to update the data, nothing else. Yeah, so you can find pivot table task pane on the right hand side as I showed you right now. To view the pivot table for task pane, click on the pivot table so that you are able to see this. If you click outside the pivot table, you won't be able to see it. Pretty simple. Yeah. So in case pivot table field task pane is not displayed, go to the ribbon. Okay. So what you can do is you have go to the pivot table, and if you are not able to see this particular section, then what you need to do is go to analyze on your ribbon, and on analyze you will find at the end an group called show. Yeah, within this group you will have the option for field list. So if I remove this, it will, even though your cursor is on the pivot table, it will still not show me the pane. Yeah, so the task pane. So if I click on field list, it will again show me the task. So you can hide the task pane using the analyze tab or the tool that gets displayed when you click on the pivot table. Yeah. So you can use this field list that is available in case you want to hide it. You do not want to show it while you are checking on the pivot table that has been created. Yeah. So this way you can hide the task pane. I can also do is I can move the task pane. So what I can do is how I can move it. I need to click on the small arrow which is available next to pivot table fields. If I click on it, it will give me an option to move or size it or close it. So I'll say move, and I get a different cursor. You can see the cursor has changed. Now I can move this to the other side of the pivot table. Yeah, I can move here. Yeah, I can move down. Wherever I want to, I can move it. Yeah, can move anywhere. You can see I have taken it to the left hand side. And now I can take it to the right hand side, wherever I want it to. Or I can just roam around here. I can keep it floating. Yeah, right now I'm just keeping it on the right hand side because that's the ideal way, because of which Excel has also kept it there. You can also resize it. So if you click on this arrow again and you have the size, yeah, so I can resize this. You can see this. I can make this smaller or bigger how I want it to be. I can see how much I have increased or decreased the size accordingly. Now let's explore the fields part. So since we'll be looking into the fields part right now, so this is your fields part. So if there are too many fields, suppose there are 100, 200 fields that are available and you want to search them. Suppose I want to search for the, what was the field name? Target or sales. You can see as soon as I type something in the search option, it automatically gives me those fields which are linked to the search that I have done. Yeah, I have to search by target. Where is the target? Now there are only 10 fields as of now in my data, but there could be 100 of columns or 100 of fields that are available. I can search through this search option. Yeah. Once I search, suppose I want to search for department. Okay. Once I search for it, I can just click it and it will drag it to the relevant option that is required. Yeah. I can add a multiple field. So I'll just add name to the fields. So the pivot table fields list comprises of all the tables that are associated with your workbook. So if I have created any table, it could be dragged here to for a pivot table, or anything that I have linked to this pivot table would be shown here in this particular option on the right hand side. So all the fields and the tables that are being selected to create the pivot table would be listed here. And there would be checkbox next to it for addition of those fields to the relevant area that has been required. Whether you want to have it as a filter, whether you want to have it as a column. Suppose I want the department as a column. So I can just drag department to column. Yeah, you can see the changes that are happening on the pivot table here. Yeah, so this is very important for you to understand how this is happening, how we are adding the fields. You can, in this field section, you have another option called settings. So if you see, there is a small circle or a gear icon next to the arrow that we have earlier selected. So if I click on this gear section, it gives me a lot of options. Yeah, it gives me the way I want this entire pivot table fields or the task pane to view like. So it is looking like this as of now. If I want to change the view, I want to make it look like this. So you can see the view has changed. So I can see the fields on the left hand side and I can see the area that is gone on the right hand side. I can have only the field sections only. I can have only the area section. I can have area section only by 1/4. You can see this. But usually everyone prefers this one where you have this field section above and the area section below. Yeah, so there are 5 different layout options which you can use. You can also have you can also have uh, sorting. So you can sort your fields. So what I can do is if I want, so employee ID, name, department, these are in alphabetical sorted order. So I want them in a descending order. So I'll say sort A to Z. So you can see here the entire thing has got sorted. The fields have got sorted. So the bonus has come up. So B, D, E, L, M, N. Yeah, I do not want it to be sorted. I want it as per the data source. So how my data source was. So the employee ID was first. So you can see here, the employee ID was first, then the name, department. So this is as per the data source. So if I try to say as per the data source, it will show me the field name as per the data source. But if I want them to be sorted, I'll just click on sort A to Z and it will sort the fields based on the alphabetical order. Normally, I keep the default order because that's helped me to relate it with the data that I'm looking at. Yeah. So this was the pivot table fields section that we explored. So we saw how the fields are being added, how this could be sorted. We can see how the pane can be moved from here and there, how we can hide or show the fields tab that is available or the task pane that is available. Yeah. Hope you understood the field section area. We'll in the next video we'll check on the areas section, which is the below 4 sections that are available for filters, columns, rows, and values. Hope you like this video. Hope you understood how you can use the field section to add the relevant fields to your pivot tables, and also how you can maneuver your pivot task pane so that you can use it at the fullest. Hope you like this video. Do like it, share it across with your colleagues who want to learn Excel. Comment if you want me to cover any of the topics which are related to Python and would be helpful in your daily use. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to my channel because that's how you are going to get all my recordings directly to your inbox. Thank you so much.